Mic check. Commentary ain't started yet, but big shout out to Hates Clay with a red flag. Okay guys, let's go. Sorry guys, gotta laugh. My girlfriend just come back and said she can't get served with Red Bull.
That decline, I won't give it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 28 years old. Hi guys, I'm Naismith and welcome to the United States of America. We have Phoenix Race Feed tonight, round 6. Coming to you live from the USA. We're going to have Jonathan Cox starting from pole, Hayes Clay second, Snocken's going to start third, Grenfell 4th, Gunnar in 5th, Shizzen 6th, Ginny 7th, Chartman 8th, Lack 9th, It's K-Fog's going to start from 10th, Reese Powell 11th, Danny 12th, Whitey Nathan in 13th, Lee Craig 14th, and bringing up the rear is going to be Leo G in 15th place. This is going to be an interesting race. There's been a few controversies in the chat, but man, am I excited to see how these guys get on. Jonathan Cox was absolutely mighty in qualifying. Hayes Clay put in a last minute ditch to try and push him, but couldn't quite get to him. Then we get a few little graphics up on screen for people to look at. Jonathan Cox and Hayes Clay are going to bring them round now to take up their positions at the end of the formation lap. This is going to be very intense down to turn one. We'll just let the cars at the back take up their positions. So we have 1 light, 5 lights now, and they go. Jonathan Cox has a good start, but Clay starts better again. Clay's going down the inside into turn one. Oh no! There's an Aston gone straight on. Who was that chart man? He couldn't stop. He's hit Jonathan Cox. That was like a missile. Chartman gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding limits, but Hayes Clay now leads. From Grofeld, from Slocken, from K-Frog, from Gunnar, Ginger 6th, Shizen 7th, Lee Craig's up to 8th place again. Great start by Lee. Nathan in 9th, Danny 10th, Lack 11th, Leo 12th, Reesbell 13th, Jonathan Cox now driving a wounded beast. This Alpha is going to be horrible to get back round to the pit lane. We'll ride with the leaders. It still hates Clay from Snocken. We're 3/4 of a second, 8/10 now. Gromfeld in third, so we have the two Hassies chasing the McLaren. With the McLaren at the back of them, sandwiching them both in. Oh, Gunnar has now made a move on K-Frog. And just behind them we have Ginge about to line up a move on K-Frog as well. This has been a very exciting start. Jonathan Cox and Chartman are still trying to make their way around. They're both going to have to pit for new wings, new tyres. At the end of lap 1 we have Hayes Clay leading from Snocken, from Gromfeld, Gunnar and Ginge there. Ginge put a move on, couldn't quite pull it off as he went a little bit wide, so K-Frog gets back, and then Ginge loses a place to Shizen. We're riding on board with Ginge here as we go through this flowing SE section. He's lost a little bit of ground there by running wide into turn 1. We have Nathan a little bit further back. He's being chased by the other Alfa Romeo of Danny. Danny's now the leading Alfa Romeo after what happened to Jonathan Cox. And he's closely followed by Lack. These two are always normally inseparable. They're always close on the track. Leo G's up to 11th. Reese Pell's coming in 12th. Lee Craig 13th. I believe Lee Craig must have had a problem because he did have a great start. Jonathan Cox 14th now after pitting with Chartman. It's K-Frog is now out. Let's see what's happened. And we have a VSC, a virtual safety car. But still we have Clay leading from Snocken, from Gromfeld, Gunnar, Shizen, Ginge, Nathan, Danny, Lack, Leo, Reese. Lee Craig will now move up a place, Jonathan Cox and Chartman. And we're green again. And we have another retirement. Lee Craig is now out. Where's Lee lost it? There's Lee's car. Just on the entrance to the S's. So that's 2 retirements. We now have Snocken leading from H. Clay. Groenfeld 3rd. Gunnar 4th. Shan 6th. 5th. Nathan 6th. Danny 7th now. Lack 8th. These 3 will be feeling very happy right now on the medium tyres. H. Clay sets a new fastest lap, followed by Snocken, who betters it for 1:37.893. How much lower can these times go? So currently we still have Snocken leading by 7/10 from H. Clay. Snocken is just starting to gap H. Clay now. As he pulls up to 8/10 almost. He'll be absolutely pushing to try and break that 1 second DRS window. H. Clay now is caught right back up onto the back of Snocken. It looks like these two just want to continuously battle. We'll see what's going on further back. There's a 2.5 second gap nearly to Groenfeld. But we have the 2 Hasses here on the podium. What result that'll be for them. And then we have the Williams of Gunnar. H. Clay sets another fastest lap with a 1:37.849. Followed by Shazan, who now sets the fastest lap. Shazan does in the Red Bull. Nathan in the first of the Mercedes in the 6th place. And he's the first of the medium runners. Closely followed by Danny, Lack, Reese, Leo. Ginger's just pitted for medium tyres. He's currently in 11th. Jonathan Cox is in 12th. And he has a hell of a lot of work to do now. Jonathan's going to be pushing so hard, I know him. He always gives 100% in every race. Chartman is also chasing in 13th. These guys will be absolutely pushing to their limits to get themselves back in. And let's remember, guys, 1 safety car and these guys are right back in this race. But still, Snocken leads just over half a second to H. Clay. Groenfeld is slowly reeling them both in. Gunnar, there's now a 3 second, nearly 4 second gap back to Gunnar now. With Shizan reeling in Gunnar. And there's definitely some battles developing. Danny is also closing on the back of Nathan. And as he closes, he's pulling Lack with him. Gingy's in 11th. And I have Reese Pell in the pits now. So that'll be another position that Gingy makes up. We'll go back to the front. As these guys are inseparable, still only half a second between Snocken and Hayes Clay. So we've got Snocken, Hayes Clay, Groenfeld, Gunnar, Shuzan, Nathan, Danny, Leo, Lack, Ginge, Jonathan Cox, Reese Pell, and Chartman is at the back of the grid trying his absolute hardest to reel everybody in. I have a feeling these guys are just going to battle all the way till the end unless somebody makes a mistake. Still, the gap hasn't gone above 6 tenths. 5 tenths now. Hayes Clay opens up his the DRS on his rear wing, but still just can't get within overtake distance. I'm not sure if Hayes Clay's maybe just a little bit worried to put a move in there. There was just a slight glitch on Snock and then I clocked that. But Hayes Clay is definitely pushing. They're once again starting to drop Groenfeld, who's now felt 2.5 tenths back now. 2.5 seconds back rather, sorry. 5 seconds to another battle developing between Gunnar and Shizzen. Gunnar goes defensive, Shizzen goes on the attack. DRS wide open. But still just not quite enough room for Shizzen to be able to make a move. Can Gunnar get it slowed down in time to stop the undercut? Good defending by Gunnar. We'll go back to the front again. There's 4 tenths now between Snocken and Hayes Clay. Once again, Hayes Clay couldn't quite get the move done. I think he'll be quite content and happy just to sit and follow for a while. He'll be saving his tyres. Groenfeld in a lone full third there in a, I suppose, kind of a no man's land. He's 2.5 seconds back off the back of Hayes Clay. And then he has a further 4 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, 5 seconds behind him to Gunnar, who has his mirrors full of Shizzen. And a 3-second penalty for Reese Pell. Still, Shizzy's going to get DRS here. I'm pretty positive Gunnar is going to have to defend for all he's worth. He swerves one way and the other. I'm pretty sure Shizzen's going to get this done. Really nice move from Shizzen. And he moves up to 4th. Oh, and there was contact there. Gunnar just caught the back of Shizzen. Don't know if he caused any damage to Gunnar. But he definitely clipped the back of Shizzen. But now Shizzen will be off on his way chasing after Groenfeld. What a gap he's got to make up. 5 seconds. We'll keep our eyes firmly on that gap. Let's go back to the front. Snocken still leads by half a second. 3 tenths now from Hayes Clay. Clay will absolutely gunning to get on the top step tonight. And exactly as I thought, Shizen is already set to work on closing down the gap between himself and Groenfeld. And he's already put into nearly 2 seconds into Gunnar already. I don't know if Gunnar had a little bit of damage. But then there's a really good little battle behind there developing between Nathan and Danny. Danny's just 2 seconds back. He'll be absolutely crossing his fingers that he can just get up to the DRS zone. Ginger on those fresh mediums now chasing Leo. Just over 4 seconds back. But surely he's very soon going to be coming under pressure from Jonathan Cox, who is absolutely flying right now in his mediums. And I'm going to leave you guys to follow the lead while I pour myself a drink. So we're back and the gap is still the same, still 6 tenths. And they have definitely dropped Groenfeld now by quite a bit. He's 4.3 seconds further back. He needs to be worrying about Shizen chasing up to the back end of it, because Shizen is definitely quicker right now. I think the next little battle to keep our eye on is going to be Ginger and Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox is dead. Oh, and the race leader has a 3-second penalty. No, Snocken. He'll be absolutely kicking himself now, I'm sure of that. Oh, Gunnar also now has a penalty. I think we're at that point now where those who have had their warnings stacking up are now going to get their penalties. But Hayes Clay, it looks like he doesn't want his penalties to come into effect. He wants to do this on the track, I'm sure of it. And still we're only 11 laps down, still such a distance to go. Jonathan Cox is now within 2 seconds of Ginge. And once he gets DRS, he's going to be absolutely flying. I think we're going to see a few fastest laps coming soon, guys. And you see Jonathan's using quite a bit of DRS there. He really wants to get himself back into this race after the first lap collision with Chartman. Now I've just been doing a few calculations, and if my maths are correct, Jonathan Cox could pit, once all everybody else are pitted, Jonathan Cox is possibly going to have made his way back up to the top 5 or 6 cars, considering lap 1 he was at the back with no wing. It's been a great drive back in the first 10 laps for Jonathan. We'll head back to the front. Still Snocken is 8 tenths now, it's a little bit more than it was, but Hates Clay with DRS are going to drag himself right back within half a second. Just saw Reese Pell there in the background going a lap down coming out of the pits. He's now on the softs. Let's have another little quick rundown on how people are getting on. So still, Snocken and Hates Clay battling out now. They've both had penalties, so they are status quo. Groenfeld went off the back of them, 4.5 seconds behind the two of them in third place. A further 5 seconds back to Shizun. And then there's a massive gap to the first of the guys who has already stopped, which is Gunnar. Danny has slogged his way up to 6th place, but he's on 12 lap hole mediums. Ginger's in 7th, and he's now fully under pressure from Jonathan Cox. Where will he make his move? Wow, he's closed that gap so quickly, Jonathan Cox has. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have a look at him up into turn 1 with DRS. Yes, he does get it, no, Ginge doesn't get it from Danny, so quite a simple move there for Jonathan Cox. They both go past Danny. I don't know why Danny's car was ghosted them for a minute. Let me try and see what was going on with Danny's car. Nope, I believe it's back to being okay. Still Snocken and Hates Clay. Not getting any readings on the gaps at the moment, so let me see if I can change this. The fastest lap at the moment belongs to Lack at a 1:37.493. Tyres. We have Hates Clay here in the pit. Snocken has also pitted, so they're probably going to be as they were on the way back out again. Yes. So now we have Groenfeld leading from Shazam. Snocken 3rd, Hates Clay 4th, Gunnar 5th, and Jonathan Cox, as I expected, is now in 6th place after everybody stopped, albeit his tyres are a lot older. Go and have a look at the guys down the back there. They're getting on. So we have Danny in 9th. His tyres have got to be absolutely screaming now. 14 lap old mediums. Lack He seems quite content where he is right now. In 10th. Leo in 11th. Chartman is still chasing in 12th. Still, it's not giving me any gaps to the leaders. I can see this gap for now. Still Groenfeld. Groenfeld now pits on lap 14. He's gone very deep into this race on those first set of softs. Chisholm pits on the exact same lap. These are another two guys who are going to be... No, there's a wing change for Chisholm. Did Groenfeld that? Yes, Groenfeld also had a wing change. So now we'll get some more gaps. So we currently have Snocker leading by 4 seconds from Hayes Clay. And he's definitely flying away now as Snocker is on the softs. Hayes Clay on the mediums. Groenfeld also on a set of mediums, now 11.5 seconds back. TRL going out in 4th. Chisholm 5th. Jonathan Cox has fought his way gallantly up to 6th place. Ginge 7th. Just starting to drop back from Jonathan now. He's in a battle with Nathan. This is probably the closest battle on the track at the moment. I think Danny might have had problems as Danny's now 13th and really struggling on these tyres. We have a safety car. Don't know what's brought out the safety car. Chance for all of us to catch our breath. But this is going to close everybody back up now, unless there's anybody who's a lap down. So effectively now it's possible that the top 12 cars now could be running nose to tail. Rees Pell will be the only guy who's a lap down. So we have Ginge in the pits, Jonathan Cox in the pits. They picked the perfect time. This safety car couldn't have come at a better time than for those guys. They just caught up with everybody. Get fresh tyres. And they are definitely right back in this race. We'll let this safety car continue and I'll be right back with you. And we're back. The safety car is going to be in this lap. What's going to happen after this restart? We have a mixed bag of tyres here at the moment. We've got Snocken on softs, 3 laps old. Hates, Clay, Groenfeld and Gunnar all on mediums. Then we've got Shazza, Nathan and Jonathan Cox all on softs. Ginger and Leo on mediums. How long is he going to hold them? And he's gone, Snocken's away. Snocken's going to lead him down to turn 1, followed by Hayes Clay. Groenfeld, Gunnar, Shizzen, Nathan, Jonathan Cox, Ginge, Lack, Leo, Danny and Chartman. I have a sneaky feeling Snocker might gallivant out the road just for a few laps while these softs are definitely the better tyre. But quickly, Hayes Clay's going to get these mediums switched on and they're going to last a lot longer. Wow, look how quick that gap's opening up. 1.5 seconds and we're only halfway around the lap. Groenfeld third, and we've had a move between Shezin and Gunnar. Shezin has put the move on Gunnar on his fresh soft tyres. Gunnar's trying to come back. They also have Jonathan in the back of them. 3 cars here all fighting for one place. Only one of you can take it, guys. At the moment it's Shezin. Jonathan Cox is going around the outside of Gunnar. Great move by Jonathan Cox. He's now going to look to repeat that move on Shizin. Jonathan's not going to wait around here. He really has got the bit between his teeth after that turn 1 incident with Chartman. We'll watch this just for a couple more seconds and we'll check in on how Chartman's getting on with his progress. But as I come across, it's Snocken from Hayes Clay, Groenfeld, Shezin, Jonathan, Gunnar, Nathan, Ginge, Lack, Danny, Chartman and Leo. And Jonathan puts the move on Shizin. Great move from Jonathan. Shizin fights back. They're going too wide into the S's. And Shizin concedes there. Great driving from Jonathan. Once again showing his class. Shizin will look to recoup now and hold off. Because I'm pretty sure Gunnar will be looking to attack the back of Shizin as soon as he can. Let's take a look back. We've got Ginge on the mediums. He's just 8 tenths back from Nathan. Pretty soon these guys will be stuck in the DRS train. Lack closely follows Ginge. And once again, because they're always inseparable, Danny's just behind Lack. And Chartman chasing him on his fresh softs. Leo G brings up the back of the field on his warm mediums, 9 laps old. Shizin now gets a penalty. As he tries to battle with Groenfeld, they're currently the only driver of the top 5 to not have a penalty. Top 6 now. Still, we could just see the front. Jonathan Cox has got the move on Hayes Clay. Jonathan Cox has now made his way back up to 2nd place. What a recovery this has been from Jonathan. He now needs to get his head down. He's got one hell of a big gap to close. We'll keep an eye on it. Currently lap 22 and the gap stands at 4 points. Hayes Clay on those medium tyres. He's not going to have much to fight back at Jonathan Cox at the moment, but he'll be looking to come a bit better towards the end of the race. Shizin goes to the inside and Groenfeld. Does he pull it off? Yes. Can he get stopped? Groenfeld tries to fight back around the outside. Don't touch, guys. Great move. Well done, Shizin. Groenfeld tries to have another look. No. Good driving, Shizin. Shizin now takes 4th place. Soft tyres are definitely the tyres to be on right now. But they're going to wear down very, very, very quickly. Shizin picks up another penalty. I need to get a quick update on what's happening with these penalties, guys. So we have Snock and Jonathan and Hayes Clay all have 3 seconds to be added. Shizin currently with 9 seconds. Groenfeld doesn't have any. Gunnar on 6. Chartman 10 seconds. Leo on 6 and Nathan on 3. The gap is pretty stable between Jonathan and Snocken. Shizin now really needs to get a wiggle on because he has a lot more penalties. 6 seconds he has. But look just how quick he's climbing to the back of Hayes Clay. Those softs are so much quicker than the mediums right now. He's going to have DRS and he's going to be sending it. That was a very simple overtake for Shizin. Those soft tyres giving him all the grip and traction he needs. Snocken is slowly starting to edge out that gap to Jonathan. Actually thought Jonathan might just be able to take it down a couple of tenths here and there with his two laps fresher tyres. Let's ride the lap with our leader as we head down towards turn 1. Left hand at the tightens on the exit. Then you want to plant the throttle here. You don't want to lift at all, full throttle. As you chuck into the left. And left again. And then back to the right again. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right. Snocken looks to have his car really dialed in here. Riding the curve really nicely and catching every apex. The gap still stands at 4.8 seconds, so he hasn't made it. There's Groenfeld, the next one to get a penalty. He was the only person to be penalty free. Groenfeld now has a penalty. That gap still stands at 4.7 seconds. 4.4 now. So Jonathan is slowly starting to nickel into it now. Shizin is just holding steady behind Jonathan Cox. Groenfeld on his mediums, just falling back towards Hayes Clay now. Oh, and Hayes Clay gets another penalty there. Gunnar 6th. Nathan is in 7th. Ginge, no penalties in 8th place. These penalties will come in major if there's a safety car towards the end of this race. Danny in 9th. Chartman's currently 10th. Another driver who's had to fight his way back up into points after the turn 1 incident. Lack is in 11th. Leo, 12th. jump back in just in time. It's starting to rain. Wow, this is going to throw some fireworks out there. Get back to the leaders. Snocken and Jonathan. When are they going to pick for intermediates? We've all known Jonathan in the past, he can go a long, long time on these softs. And Chartman is now out. Chartman has retired on his intermediates. Lack is out on intermediates. I think the leaders of death. Oh, Danny's just got a penalty. Now I think these leaders are going to be waiting as long as they can. Oh, they know Snocken pits now. What's Jonathan going to do? Is he going to pit on the same lap? Yes, they're both pitted. They're both going for the intermediates now. Surely Shizen's going to pit as well. Does he make his way safely? And yes, he does. Grunfeld, they're all coming in for their inters. We'll just watch them all safely get into their garages. Hayes Clay follows him in, yes. Ginge. No, Ginge goes again. This has either been a hero call or a very big mistake by Ginge. Danny is now out. Wow, this rain is causing some carnage. Ginger's come out. Ginger's carrying just behind Shizen, but he's on mediums. And we have a safety car. Things have just suddenly been turned upside down here, guys. I'm kind of losing track of where we're at. We've got a drive-through penalty for Nathan. Speeding on the safety car. Wow, this late rain has threw a spanner in the works of some drivers. I really think the Ginger's going to have to pit on this lap. However, has that been quite clever because he's going to have to fresher intermediates when the track is at its wettest. God, he's really struggling to get in 26 seconds down. He's really struggling. Oh, again as they head up into turn one. Knocking from Jonathan Cox. Yeah, they've all got through pretty safely by the look of it. I'm pretty sure these two are going to disappear away for a while. Knocking has 4 tenths over Jonathan Cox with 23 laps to go. Knocking leads from Jonathan Cox from Shazza, Groenfeld, Hatesclay, Gunnar, Ginge, Lack, Leo and Nathan. 10 seconds, cover the top 10 after the safety car. Jonathan will be absolutely pushing Snocker now, trying to force an opening. And they'll be absolutely determined now to try and work together to drop Shazza. Or Shaz. How long's Jonathan going to wait till he makes his move? I think for now he's just quite content to... No, he sticks up the inside. Great move by Jonathan. Is he going to be able to hold it off? Another great move by Jonathan. So Snocken is now second. Can he repay the favour on Jonathan? Stay close. But they now have Shazan joining them. It's going to be a 3-way battle. Then we have a 3-second gap back to Groenfeld, who has Hatesclay all over his tail. Wow, look how close they are. Clay may as well be pushing Groenfeld as they come into the final corner. You can clearly see Hatesclay just has so much more traction. Is he going to make a move into turn one? No. He has a little look but thinks twice. He just nudges the back of Groenfeld. Jonathan Cox now is scampering away 1.2 seconds clear of Snocken. Shazza in a further second back. Ginger's in a little bit of no man's land between Hatesclay and Lack. Gunnar, who was right at the front earlier on, has dropped down to 9th place now. Having a bit of a lonely race at the moment. He's 10 seconds off the back of Gunnar. With Jonathan Cox now 1.7 seconds he's pulled that gap out to. And it's another 1.3 seconds back as they're now extending it to Shazin again. This will be a great result here for Team Haas if they can pull this off with a second and a fourth. Oh, Slockin gets another penalty. Then we get a quick update on how the penalties stand at the moment. So currently we have Jonathan on 3 seconds, Snockin on 6 seconds, Shezan on 9 seconds, Gronfeld on 3 seconds and Hayes Clown 12 seconds. Ginger Lack penalty 3. Leo G has 12 seconds, Gunnar on 9 seconds and Nathan on 9 seconds. And I'll give you a quick rundown of how things stand in the championship again and how things are going to be affected. So currently in the 100% league we have Jonathan Cox top in the table on 100 points, Snocken second in the championship on 93 points. So the top two in the championship are the top two on the track here. Lack third in the championship on 84 points. Ginge so close behind, 1 point separates Ginge and Lack. Danny's in fifth on 57 points. Gunnar on 53 points. Vaktar on 49 points, Shezin 45 points, Groenfeld 36 points, Lee Craig 33 points, Nathan 26 points, Andy Loyal 18 points, no 26 points, Hayes Clan 18 and Chartman is on 10 points. In the constructors we have as it stands right now, top of the constructors is Team Alfa Romeo on 157 points. Second we have Team Haas on 129. Third is Team Mercedes. Fourth is Team Alpine. Fifth Team Williams. Sixth Team Red Bull. Seventh Aston Martin. Eighth Alfa Romeo. Ninth Ferrari. 10th is McLaren. Obviously a big lock up of the left front there by Schnocken. And we have Hayes Clay retired. So let's get rid of the penalties for now. Let's see what tyres everyone's on the road on 6 lap hold apart from Lack and Jings, they're on 7 and 5 respectively. We have 18 laps remaining, guys. They're going to go right down to the wire. Jonathan's still extending that lead now to 2 seconds. Now I'm not sure it's going to dry up before the end enough for him to swap back onto dry tyres. Snocking slowly working that gap down a little bit. Every time he takes his 10th off, Jonathan just pulls another 10th back out. Shoes is about to come under a bit of pressure from Groenfeld. And we all know how smooth Groenfeld is. He won't make any mistakes. And just slowly edge his way up to the back of Shazin. Ginge had a very quiet, chilled race, currently 5th place. But one thing we can guarantee with Ginge, he'll always plod his way along and get points. 9 times out of 10 he'll end up on the podium. Lack, very clean race again. We haven't seen much of Lack. Kept himself to himself. Clearly had a very clean, tidy race. He's in 6th at the moment. Leo G 7th. Still Nathan in 8th. Gunner's now 9th. The car's currently out and retired are Hayes Clay, Danny, Chartman, Lee Craig, Cal Frog and Reese Pell, all retired. Jonathan's just put an absolutely mighty lap, just extended that gap out to 2.5 seconds. Straight away, Snocken starts to bring it back down again. I don't know if it's just me, but Jonathan looks to have a little bit of trouble getting out of some of these turns at the moment. Doesn't seem as planned. 40 laps down, 16 to go. So we still have Jonathan Cox leading. The gap is now nearly up to 3 seconds. Don't know how Snocken's going to be able to pull this gap back down now. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to match the pace of Jonathan unless Jonathan makes a mistake. Sean is now 5 seconds off the back of Snocken. And another guy who just don't think he's going to be able to pull himself unless something happens up to the front too. Groenfeld looks the closest to getting anything done. He's just over a second back from Shizin. But what result this is going to be for Team Haas in their attempts to close the gap to Team Alfa Romeo. Danny's retired, so he's not going to pick up points. Both Groenfeld and Snocken are going to pick up very valuable points. If Groenfeld could catch and pass Shizin, and that'd be a double podium for the team. The rain looks to have just got a little bit heavier. Jonathan Cox now 3.3 seconds and he's absolutely striding away. 15 laps to go. I believe the gap is around about 3.5 seconds. A few problems there with Snocken, reaching a little bit. We have Shiz. Groenfeld chasing Shiz for all he's worth. Ginger's into the pits for a fresh set of interviews. This is going to be a bit of a weird one. That wasn't expecting anybody else to stop. Obviously he believes he's gone to full wets. Now is this going to be the hero call? Is it full wet? We'll watch the others and see what they do. What the leader's going to do. Are they going to stay with the Inters? We'll keep an eye on that gap there between. If that starts to go down at any sort of rapid pace, then we can be sure that the wets on the tyres to be on. We also have Gunnar is also going to full wets. We want to stay with the leaders. This is majorly important to the outcome of this race. What tyre are these guys going to take? They're either going to take the risk and stay with these Inters, or they're going to pit and get a brand new set of full wets. And Jonathan pits. The race leader has pitted. Is it going to be full wets? What's Snocken doing? Snocken has also pitted. Shiz, what's Shiz going to do? Shiz pits as well, so all three have pitted. No, they haven't. Shiz has carried on. Shiz leads, but Shiz has just got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Not sure where that's come from. But Jonathan is on full wets, Snocken on full wets. I'm not sure if I'm seeing correctly, but Groenfeld's gone for fresh set of mediums. Okay guys, I've just had a little bit of information that Shiz tried to get into the pits. He was going a bit too hot and picked himself up a little penalty for it. That was very unfortunate for Shiz. But we've got Jonathan Cox now leading from Snocken. The gap still stands around about 5 seconds. Groenfeld chose not to go with the wets. Instead chose the Inters. I'm going to watch this gap between Ginger and Groenfeld. If that gap starts to go down very quickly, then it's definitely a full wet track. And we have Lack as the spinner. Lack has spun. He's managed to keep it going. No safety car with no damage. Well done, Lack. Great driving. But still, Shiz has now made it to the pits. Such an unfortunate incident that Shiz has had. Jonathan Cox retakes the lead. He's 5.4 seconds clear of Snocken. And we have 12 laps to go. Shiz in third, Groenfeld fourth. And that gap between Ginger and Groenfeld is shrinking rapidly. Looking at it now, I think it's just stabilising. Instead, I'll look at the gap between Groenfeld and Shiz. I don't think anybody's really sure of what tyre is the tyre to be on here. The Lacker's come in and he's going for full wets. He definitely believes it's full wet. Leo has come in and put intermediates on. Nathan has gone for the full wets now. It's just Groenfeld and Leo. Now the gap, Gingy's not able to close the gap to Groenfeld as it stands right now. Yes, he is. The wets are the tyre to be on. Gingy's definitely catching Groenfeld here. There's around 4 seconds between them right now. 3.9, 3.7. Jonathan Cox still striding away at the front. Now has a 6-second lead over Snocken. Shiz third. Groenfeld still in fourth. This is the battle we're all going to have to be watching very soon. Because Gingy's reeling Groenfeld in quickly. As the laps tick down, there's only 11 to go now. Top four here all on full wets. Groenfeld took the risk. Now Groenfeld pits, he had to. Those intermediates were just not hanging on. He loses a position to Ginge, who in effect, as I said earlier, because of penalties, I'm pretty sure Ginge is going to get onto the podium here. What a result that'll be from the guy from Stevenage. Gap is now 5.5, it was 6. He's jumping about a little bit. Ginger's now 11 seconds back from Shiz. Groenfeld on those brand new wets. What a mistake that was